How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. We're back with Pathfinder. You know what the score is by now. We're off doing the mission to help Lindsay as I stutter through my words. As we all know by now, words are pretty harsh. Still got 101 days to kill basically, so we're trying to clean up as much as possible before the main showdown continues. I swear I go blind when I come into here and I can never find anything that I'm like looking for. Here we go, so we are trying to find Lindsay's press stuff and they're somewhere on the Nile marshes. So we're off and it gives us a nice excuse to fill in the map. Fill in some spaces. Lovely. Jubbly. And see what else this game has to throw at us. So I think we all know it hasn't thrown nearly enough hard stuff as what it could at us. So for that we should be grateful or something. We are going to need to rest. And we will rest now. Because we haven't been to this area before, we don't really know what it's got in store for us and what it could chuck out at us. So we want to be careful.
Your native Kellish is so far away. You must have seen so much in your journeys. Why don't you ever talk about it?
Actually, I have nothing to tell. Not everyone who travels gets to have adventures.
Poor Tristram. Hey, and Lindsay can actually cook some food. There we go. So like I said, we're just trying to fill in the gaps, see what's around. I would like to go to that dungeon with that silver dragon. That looks Brown Bold Hill. I think we're going to jump in there. I think we're not because we're not near it yet. Let's jump in, let's see what's here. Funny enough, it's got the same name as the bald hop that's near the bald hill that's near us. Obviously that this is a brown one. Same one that's near us that's cursed. What are they looking at? Right, what we are going to do is start playing the game a hell of a lot more intelligent than what we have been, or what I've made you guys watch. So we're going to have a lot more invisibility, scouting, actually checking out what we're coming up against. What are you pausing me for? More wolves. A lot of wolves. Looks like they've killed the people. Okay.
Onwards.
I love the idea that I make my wizard go first. Probably should just cast invisibility on Lindsay. So I imagine she'd be the most stealthiest. Right, will the game tell me much about these? AC 20, we should be able to cut them down like hot knife through butter. Doesn't seem too much. So get that up.
How may I help?
Get a blessed. So actually, let's make sure they don't cancel each other out. So that's a morale bonus. What is that? That is a morale on saving throws, fear effects, competency. So bless is what? On attack roll, so I don't think they're actually going to. I think this is going to cancel out, isn't it? Competency bonus. So I think they are different. Because bless isn't a competency. Can't even say it. It's just a morale bonus. Okay. So it should be different. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Sorry, that was like big brain. You could literally see the vein like popping out of my temple. I was like furiously trying to work out if it did anything. Is there anything nice about... Oh no, they all want some fun. So Valerie, come down here. Let's get some skellies up to help us as quickly as possible. Lindsay, just do you boo, I suppose. There we go. Oh, that's our dog. I was walking around to flank him. Wow. There we go. we should be able to deal with that quite nicely. We could chuck a fireball just to like cook them up quite nicely for us. Saying that, they're all pretty much dead. I couldn't remember how to unpause it then. I got very, very confused. We need to make sure Amari is raging, because that's what she does. And look at us. I'm learning the game, everyone. I'm playing well. Like, what you're watching now is the first time Jesus turned wine into water. Like, his mates are sitting there like, we're bored. I got a trick for you guys. And the wine. That's what you're watching now. I'm not going to say it's a miracle. I'm basically saying it's a miracle that I'm playing this well. I'm like low-key burning myself. Oh, that made me jump what that was. It was the skeletons disappearing, but it made me jump because the minute I picked up that item, that effect happened at the same time, so I assumed I picked up something that was cursed or something. Which can happen.
It is done.
Normally happens in like quests where you're reading the book's bloodstained letter, headman of the Alcazir wolves, gather the rest of the recruits near the cave in the Nile marshes, draw out the Cyclops. Okay, so now we know there's a Cyclops because we're reading, we're learning. So we know there's a Cyclops near here. I wonder if the Cyclops was the one that killed him, or was it the wolves?
March on.
Interesting. Something to ponder at least. Ponder is my favourite word in the world. Because it makes you sound posh when you just sound pompous. Yeah, I know the word pompous. I'm impressing you right now, aren't I? Unless this isn't the bit where the Cyclops is. It doesn't look like there's a cave, or not that I can see. It's a very small map. But there must mean there's a Cyclops nearby, because it wouldn't put that in a letter. Sometimes games put stuff in letters like that, because if you read it, it helps. If you don't, well then you're going to miss a treat. Okay, that's to see Varn. We do need to do that. That's one of our neighbouring kingdoms that we have to go. Where is the letter we just picked up? Bloodstained letter, there we go. So gather the rest of the recruits near the cave in the Nile marshes. I just wondered if it said anything else, but no, it does look like there's a Cyclops lair, at least nearby. Be it not on this map, but there is one. Okay, a quick map to clear, but it's all XP, it's all a bit of loot, and that's what we like. These games are like Skyrim, where you just pick up everything and sell it. We want gold. Gold! Oh. No, I wondered if it automatically shoo us where the Cyclops is, but no, it doesn't look like anything's like randomly popped up. Okay, well that's clear. Feeling confident about our team. Random encounter. We're going to fight them because we want the XP, but a bit nervous. Just because we're in lands we haven't really been before. Okay, what are we charging at? A bandit. Oh, it's that Dwyer cat again. Like we saved them before, right? Sin the Brawler. Is there anyone over here? They could be. So if the dog can just stay. Because let's be honest, the dog will end up just dying anyway. Definitely not due to me mistreating him. Right, Valerie, get forward. All our ranged units, I want to straight away take down this illusionist. Probably get a magic missile off on him. Cool. Oh no, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. There we go, just about recovered from that. The wire cat just looks like he's trying to get away. Okay, we need to be a bit more careful than what I thought we had to be. Lindsay, play your song. You
Nowhere.
You just keep pounding on him. You're going to charge in. And then we've got... What are you? You're just... Okay, enlarge Amari. We have a Bone Shaker. We have a... That is not the one I wanted. We have a Fireball. So I think we're going to drop the Fireball there because it won't hurt us because that's Tristan's. And then go from there. Lovely. Done big damage to him. Alright, Tristan, what else you got? We'll drop a Prayer. Then hopefully we can enlarge Amari. Lovely. The dog is going to go down if we leave. So actually all the range units... actually, if we can buff our ranger as well, Lindsay, that'd be lovely. Right, he's buffed. And then get that on him as well. Right, he's gone down because magic missile hits like a truck. Let's get the other bandit done. Let's get some skellies up on the front line just to give them a little bit of support, just in case they need it. That Amari does look like she is cutting through like nobody's business. Oh, Dwyer, the cat just disappeared, interesting.
No stopping now.
Wonder if that's the same one that we saved like earlier. Well, the interesting, she didn't talk to us this time. Ring, I imagine that's Ring of Protection. Oh, it might be Ring of Protection +2? No. Okay, been to this map before. That's a shame the cat didn't speak to us. Cool, and dealt with that pretty nicely, I have to say. Yeah, we want that. All the scrolls. A happy Tazastical. Is a Tazastical filled with scrolls? Probably should have looked for that cat a little bit more, but we technically helped. Unless that cat was technically helping us, which definitely wasn't the case. Okay. Can't see anything for Lindsay. There's not really much up this area. We need to... We're going miles away now. The Sunny Hill Lock. Laughter and songs can sometimes be heard. Seemingly invisible forest dwellers. Oh. Yeah, just gonna walk like I never heard it. Laughing and songs? What laughing and songs? I didn't hear anything. Doesn't look like there's much over here. Could pop over just into this bit. Let's drop a save. We'll do a little bit of camping. Yeah, no, we will rest because actually we're exhausted.
I'm sure. True nobleness is not inherited. Every other smug dimwit with a Marquess title has worse manners than his horse.
Say it like you mean it. And our cook is crushing it again. Hashtag Lindsay. Whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Oh. We stopped on the banks of the Sealand River. It was quiet, too quiet. It's no secret that a whole flotilla of pirates called Sella, their home and king, hadn't lifted a finger against them. The oppressive silence and sense of a looming threat were like a weight upon our backs. I began to count how many unfinished tasks we still had on this side. Why must we go west at all? No one was waiting to greet us in that foreign land. Okay, perception. Success. Above the splashing waves, we could barely make out the creaking of a bowstring and the sound of a paddle slapping the water. Pirate boats were most definitely waiting for us, hiding along the opposite bank. Shouted out asking if anyone on the, and if there was a chance we might part ways peacefully. Silence reigned for a time, and then an answer came. A harsh and rather rude voice informed us if we wanted to cross the river we'd have to pay. Alas, the price, everything we had, seemed rather high. Yeah, we'll do that later. He's moved aside, but I imagine if we click to what... What's the dog doing? Is the dog like giving up on us? I don't even want to travel with you guys anymore. You don't look after me, you don't treat me. We'll go to the sunny... Oh no, that's not the one we want to go to. That's the one I want to go to. Because there's no sense of invisible enemies and laughter and talking, like... I don't want none of that.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
You know, I want that as much as I want a hole in the head. Yeah, we'll rest before we jump in because... You know, I doubt there's going to be like tickle bunnies on the other side waiting to hug us, feed us marshmallows.
Without a bard to trumpet your feats, that simply wouldn't happen. But just imagine, noble Valerie, daring protector of the stolen lands.
What is that? The title of a poem? Sounds more like an epitaph. I'm starting to think you're not even going to let me rest in peace.
Poor Valerie. Everyone loves her. Boo! Right, let's see what's in her. In the gullet. The gullet of the beast. That's what it should be called. Get some atmosphere building. Every map should have like really horrible names and whatnot. To really put fear. It could be where the Cyclops is, to be fair. Because it was close to the other one. It's going to be where the Cyclops is, isn't it? Is that him? Oh, Jesus.
Onwards.
Okay, he's failed to see us. Yep. My pillar. Okay, what information can you give me? Nothing apart from that you're going to smash our face in. Okay. Skellies drop. Song starts. You can start firing. You need to do your drugs. You need to do your drugs. You need to enlarge Amari. Yeah, the dog can go forwards. That's fine. That's actually perfect. Don't want anyone else. I could cry. Do not run forward. Oh god. I want to cry. Get some more skellies up. Jeez, that is... We can get hideous laughter off. If that... Oh no, he will save, that's a shame. Saying that, we have done a bit of damage to him.
Serves you right.
So what we want to do is buff our ranger up. Our front line, I don't want any part of you guys moving forward until like we don't have any other choice. So we want magic missiles. Tristian. Did you get Bone Shaker up? Look at that. That's abusive.
Let us strike as one.
Jeez, I think this is going to be a tough one. We needed a big hit out of that charge, really. Right, let's try and hit him with everything we got, but I'm pretty sure this is going to end bad. Come on. Okay, he missed. That's what we want. Okay, we're getting some hits, which is something, I suppose. Could try and get a grease there. Anything that sort of immobilises him for a little bit. If we move forward, actually no, get a prayer because that will debuff him. You keep shooting. And yeah, heroism on, no. Heroism on our ranger to give our ranger a bit of buff to actually, and the grease hit, that is actually huge. We're then going to fireball behind him as well, so that just takes him out for a bit. The prayer worked, which is nice. We might try and bane, because actually anything extra we can do on him. Okay, fireball did big damage, so guess what you're doing again, Tazastical? Another firebomb. Keep it up, keep it up. What are you doing, Lindsay? You're going to do ear. He did save the bane, which is a bit disappointing, but that's fine. Can't have everything, can't have everything. Bone Shaker, let's just get the damage out. You definitely need to be raising. Why are you not? Another fireball. 31. Jesus, how much health has he got? Okay. Fireball again. Ear-piercing scream. Tristan's about to do Bone Shaker. He missed us. 61 is huge. Can we get a heal off? Can we get a heal off? Our tank has gone down. Don't think we're going to do it this try. 51 on Amari. Grease has hit him. Can you get a heal off? Get a magic missile. Get a magic missile. Can we get hideous laughter? And our tank is dead. Do you know what? For a first attempt against an enemy that is clearly out of our league. I say clearly out of our league. I don't think we did terrible though. Did we save it as we came in? We did. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Actually, oh no, quick save, yeah. Trying to think of the best way to do that. Well, the best way to do it is obviously buffing up at this point.
Anything is possible.
So we want.
Keep your eyes open.
What you want?
See, this is just going to make a hella difference. Being able to buff right out of the bat.
I wrote it like I said.
Okay. Then you want to do heroism on our ranger. Our ranger is going to hit hard. That's enough because we'll do prayer in combat when stuff is starting to actually wear off. I want your song going from the absolute start. Yep, we want that because that's a critical modifier. Then we want to do that. Lindsay. Have you done heroism? No, why are you not doing it? Do it. Do it. Do it now.
Just letting the ink dry.
But then I also want you to do heroism on Amari. Yeah, this is the point where we actually get like steroids with the amount of like we're buffing everyone. Buff yourself as well.
I'm listening.
Okay, is that everything we can do? Right, that's pretty much everything we can do, so that's looking good. Got a hell of a lot of buffs up, and then we got prayer that will debuff him as well. Then what we want to do is get Skellies up is like straight away from the start. I know he cuts them through with cleave pretty nicely. But at least that means they're up straight away. What are you? Oh, they're skeletons. Right. Everyone stop. But I want the dog to go forward. Block them with skellies, block them with the dog, block them with more skellies. Is the plan. Okay, you're firing straight out of the belt. I want you to do nothing. Are you evil or what are you? Can't even tell me. Right, magic missile. Are you doing Bone Shaker? Okay, just get him down quick. Nice, and then I want the dog to move in. Then I want some skellies behind. Right, Hideous Laughter, let's try and get it. Magic Missile. Don't want my ranged units to, I'm sorry, the front line to move in. Okay, you're going to drop a fireball on his bum. You're going to drop a fireball on his bum. And then... No, you're about to try and Hideous Laughter. Will save, so ear-piercing scream would be lovely. It's not as much as I'd preferred it to be. Right, Valerie, move forward. Amari, rage, and then charge. It'd be great if you could get a big charge down. Let's drop a grease. Ear-piercing scream. Tristan, what are you doing? Let's get a prayer, because at least then it debuffs him. Oh, I was hoping Amari would be able to get something on that. Okay. What's our guy doing? Our guy's doing nothing. So another fireball. At least he's got to make grease saves constantly being made to sit there. And he goes down with a grease, which is really, really nice. So let's get the Bone Shaker. Sorry to talk really quickly, but these battles get really intense. And as long as you're thinking about it, it's basically everyone has an attack, then I quickly pause. I'm just making sure these attacks keep going. They keep going. Right, fireball. Because you ain't got, whereas we saw like last time we fought him, we haven't exactly got tons of time to keep wasting doing stuff. What we will do is we will, no, I don't want skellies. Could try and drop a Bane. No, let's just go Bone Shaker. Let's do damage, because actually it looks like we're doing bits. And if, yeah, look at his health. You see that little red bar there. So if any time we're going to do it, it's going to be now. Okay, he's got up, which I really didn't want to happen. Another fireball. Tristan, you're about to hit him with a Bone Shaker. Fireball. Oh, Jesus, that's a thumbnail if I've ever seen one. Magic Missile. Get a heal on our tank. Come on, 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 come on. Tristan, back out. Have we got a raise from dead? I don't know if he's died too much. I don't know if he's like dead. So definitely one now, he's hit the floor. I don't know if, I think he's dead. Because his body's even disappeared. Damn! That was so close, that was... It shows we can do it though, that's the thing. I love fights like this. I think this is what the game is made for. Fights like this. It's just so intense, it's so fun. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, early on in this Let's Play, you might have seen or thought I was getting frustrated in the game. Like now I know it's just me doing silly little things wrong. Early in the game you could literally feel you were underleveled, if that makes sense. And that's why it would get very frustrating, because it would be like you walk through a corridor, one hit, bang. And yeah, you still get that like with Tristan there, but it creates these moments that you feel like you're really completing it. You're feeling like you're putting a lot of effort in, and you get that out. What you put into games, you get out. If you go into games moany and sulky and whatnot, it just, you don't get anything out of it. And I'm having so much fun with this. I hope it's easy to see, and I hope you guys are having fun as well. We're going to be back next time to finish off this scoundrel, this devious little beast. Just look at his health, just mocking me, just laughing at me. We'll get him next time. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.